From KDFW, this is a Fox 4 News Alert.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sean Rabb in the Fox 4 Newsroom, joined by Chip Wagner, and we are in the middle of an intense and dramatic high-speed chase. This all started in Fort Worth 30 minutes ago. A woman in this vehicle, this blue Hyundai, running from the police after trying to pass a bad check at the Wells Fargo in the 500 block of Carroll Street in Fort Worth. Chip, this thing has traveled from Tarrant County to Dallas County.
And in the middle of making that transition along I-30 in the Arlington area, the suspect ended up getting out of the main lanes of I-30, made some nifty maneuvers through some of the side streets going as far north as Green Oaks before then working their way back over to the Cooper area and then ultimately coming back south on Cooper, briefly going through a parking lot of a strip mall and then back onto the service road briefly in the wrong direction before then finally getting back on the main lanes. We rejoin this now, and you can see how fast this driver's going in excess of 90 miles an hour, and you can see the individual is now driving quite erratically, trying to weave through the traffic jam that is up ahead because these roadways are really clogged up here, Sean, as one approaches Fort Worth Avenue, which they've just passed, and now they are continuing over towards Sylvan and Beckley.
And let me just interject, as you can see, they are hugging the retaining wall, and this has been their style throughout to get around pockets or clusters of traffic. Yes. If the woman is driving, she's daring in her attempts to elude police.
Right now where they are, Sean, is not in the main lanes of traffic anymore. That individual has just jumped into the service road area, yes, going at an unbelievably quick rate of speed. They're in an area where there could be pedestrians present as they approach Beckley, but you could just see right there live that they did not take Beckley, but instead are on one of the new bridges that goes up towards Riverfront, and the Riverfront exit is up ahead. This is also an area that's still an active construction zone, and you can see right now, at least, they're the only vehicle that is in view. We can tell you that there are at least four squad cars behind this individual that have been giving chase. There haven't been any attempts that I've seen, Sean, of any spike strips being deployed by anyone trying to get in front of them.
So no one has gotten in front of her or whoever's driving. There are 3 Fort Worth squad cars, I believe, in the Fort Worth helicopter in this. Arlington did not take part in this chase at all, and now on side streets in Dallas.
So you're on Riverfront here, Sean. We're looking at the traffic flow on Riverfront going through all the construction in this area.
She's going to pass the Frank Crowley Courthouse and the Luce Area Jail here in a minute. And
again, the next available highway for this individual to get to, if they could even get to it, is going to be I-35E. Though, again, now this becomes even more dangerous, Sean, as they continue down these side streets where you see all the congestion, just narrowly missing some vehicles there going through that signal light. And the way this person's been driving, Sean, I wouldn't be surprised if they go right through a signal light without even stopping if the light's red for them.
Well, and we've seen them do that in Fort Worth and Arlington, just narrowly miss some vehicles. They're still moving. Right there is KD Street, a Riverfront and Katie's. They just shot through there. Fuel City should be on your right up here. They're moving towards, and they appear to be slowing down now. This is the slowest they've been. Perhaps not sure where they're going at this point, maybe not familiar with Dallas, busting a U-turn there and heading back now.
Wow, she's going in circles, and this could end here real
fast.
There
it is. All right, Steve Eager, Heather Hayes are joining us now. Officers break the windows. Steve?
Yeah, well, we're watching with you. This thing's ending right now, so let's just see what happens. They're breaking out that driver's side window.
So that's Riverfront, real close to the intersection of Cadiz, where this is going to come to, where it's obviously come to an end.
They're going to probably pull her out of there right now, face first, and she's on the ground.
And they're going to look inside. Well, they don't seem to be concerned about anybody else in the vehicle, so
you're
she's alone.
So that's it.
Yeah, they may know that. They may have had good eyes on her and know she's the only one in that vehicle.
And again, as Sean mentioned, this is an individual who's running, tried to cash a bad check apparently, and the chase, again, lasting over 35 minutes, finally coming to an end. You see all the Fort Worth police officers doing their thing, getting that person into custody. This has come to a rather peaceful conclusion. And from my perspective, Sean, I'm glad that it's come to a peaceful conclusion because there were several close calls as that driver was driving extremely recklessly.
And on a Friday afternoon, traffic is already a nightmare in Dallas, but on Getaway Friday, the interstates are thick.
Yeah, and a Texas OU weekend to boot.
Yes. So my Fort Worth police source told me that she was suspect, Steve and Heather, in passing other bad checks in time past. And so they were after her. Someone from the bank called police and she tried to pass that bad check. The officer showed up and the chase was on.
And so, Sean, you have to wonder what else is in her background, because the way that she was driving and putting so many other people at risk, the officers knew that, but they wanted to get her in the back of that vehicle. Well,
yes. And once she started to run, once she ran on the traffic stop, remember, passing the bad check was a felony.
Right.
And Tarrant County, Fort Worth has a different chase policy than Dallas. So once she ran, the chase was on, for sure.
And it's over.